Brooklyn Independent Television.
With a simple text message, Brooklyn commuters are just seconds away from finding out when the next B63 bus will be available to pick them up. It's one of the pilot programs rolled out by the MTA to help keep commuters moving in the city. Jenny Pace Rodriguez is with some of the Brooklyn-based whiz kids who've come up with the apps that'll keep you moving.
Knowing when the next train is coming is one less thing commuters have to worry about when trying to navigate the city's complex subway system.
Being able to give them information before they actually enter the system is part of a conscious effort by the MTA to, in essence, improve the customer experience. We're trying to provide easy to access information to our customers.
And the MTA doesn't just have subway riders in mind. Above ground on the B63 bus, the MTA is continuing with a pilot program originally started on the M16 and M34 buses in Manhattan. It's as simple as using your cell phone to text a code that corresponds to your bus stop and receiving a text message telling you how many stops and/or miles away the next bus is.
When a bus is running, every 30 seconds that bus sends a little bit of information to our server, and that server makes that information available to people either via text message or going to a website.
In addition to the MTA's trip planner, which has been around for a couple of years, there are dozens of cell phone applications created by outside developers, giving riders subway and bus directions, even if they're underground with no cell phone reception or internet access.
You can pick a line. Let's see, we have line 3 next to us. I'm Yuri Yakimenko. I'm one of the founders of Rail Bandit. We're a small mobile development startup based in New Jersey. Once you got your schedules, once you got your application downloaded and installed, you don't need internet. It will work offline in the subway. It's a matter of convenience. You don't have to bring your paper schedules with you. That's how I started Rail Bandit, frankly. Okay, I was a commuter myself, commuting with a connection at New York Penn Station. And at some point I realized, hey, I don't have to bring that paper schedule with me. I can just put it in my phone. And if it's good enough, probably a lot of people are going to use it and like it.
The idea is that we're in the business of running transportation and putting out information about it. And then if users want the information presented by in a certain look and feel or a specific language or a specific interface, they can either design it themselves or go to an outside developer and have them design it.
If you go to the subway map in NYC Mate and you can tap on a station, you still get the MTA timetables. But the one thing you get is this extra little piece here that tells me the next N train to Sitwell Avenue will be in 1 minute. NYC Mate is an app for the iPhone and Android that gives the user subway maps, timetables, neighborhood maps for all New York transit systems. So the subway, Metro North, Long Island Railroad. I think it's very helpful when you know maybe you want to grab a soda or grab a cup of coffee before you get on the train, and you can look and say, well, I have 5 minutes before the train comes, or the train's in 1 minute. I better hop down there and get on.
It's good to know you perceive the time that you're waiting as shorter than it actually is when you know how long the wait actually is. We've launched an applications contest. It launched last week, and the judging period is through September. And we are looking for the best transportation-related applications, either for web or different phone platforms. We want it to be as easy as possible for people to get around. Anybody can enter, except for MTA employees. You can find out more information at mtaappquest.com.
So who knows? Your app might help revolutionize how we get around the city that never sleeps. For Brooklyn Review, I'm Jenny Pace Rodriguez.
Follow us on Twitter at BK Independent TV.